welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm Hillary Mulick, a North Carolina-based wedding photographer, and on today's video, it's going to be on the shorter side, but it's going to make a big impact, I promise. I'm going to be talking about my #1 way that I make my posing more authentic. So I think a lot of people have trouble on how to make their posing look more authentic. They feel like their posing is really stiff, and you might feel this way as well, and you feel like you are running out of ideas when posing, and you look at your images after the end of a session and you just think, well, this just looks like it could look better. It just looks kind of blah and lifeless. And so I want to talk to you today about my #1 tip that I would tell anybody in how they can make their posing look so much more authentic, and that is adding movement. I think movement is a great way to make photos look so much more alive and more authentic, and just really get true reactions out of a couple because you're adding movement rather than just putting them in stiff pose after stiff pose after stiff pose. So some examples of movement that you can add to the poses that you already use at every single one of your portrait sessions is hugging, kissing, nuzzling, hand holding. Walking is one of my favorite ways to add movement. These are just little things that you can add to poses that you are already putting your couples in to just make the poses a little bit more authentic, give them a little bit more life, so that when your couples get these photos back, they're able to make more of a connection to the photos because movement was involved. Something that I really like to do when I'm trying to think of natural movement that I can add into my portrait sessions is I think about my favorite romance movies and just really paying attention to the way that they move or that they hold each other, the way they grab each other, just movements that people in love make, and incorporating that into my portrait sessions. So for example, I might do a walking pose, and there's a bunch of ways that I can incorporate movement into a walking pose to make it more, to bring life to that pose. So I might have the couple walk and have them swinging arms. I might have her holding her dress and swinging her dress as they're walking, have them stop every few feet and lean into each other and nuzzle noses, and then keep walking, lean into each other and nuzzle noses. Another walking pose that I really like doing is when they're walking and they go really wide. So pretend I'm holding someone's hand. They go like really wide, and then they come in and bump hips, and then really wide again, come in and bump hips. I might tell him to add a twirl in there as they're walking. So just think of ways that you can take a just normal thing that you do at every single one of your portrait sessions, and how can you add some sort of movement to get the pose flowing a little bit more, so you can pull their personalities out and be able to showcase that a lot more in your images. So I hope that was helpful to you. That is my #1 way that I love to make my posing look more genuine and more authentic, is by adding movement into my posing. If you're interested in learning more about my posing, I have a freebie that is available down in the description below. It's how to get 10 storytelling images with just one pose. It's my secret to posing my couples less and being able to still get a variety of images out of the session while I'm posing them less. It's a really great download, and it's for free, so you can find that down in the description below. I will see you again next week for another YouTube video. Thanks for watching. Bye.